An old madman.
Are you here to talk about my brother? Do you think his execution was justified? Then, like Rogvir, you're a Nord at heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand. I think Aldous understands. I don't think I could have stayed here if anyone else had... I think I need to stop talking now. I'm not looking for conversation. She did she? She's gonna get a sit-down later. Well, I wish it were that simple. Maybe it is. Look, I want to go back, but I won't feel right in there without a tie to Talos. My brother Rogvir wore a symbol of Talos. He kept it hidden on his person. If I had that, I can't go near his body. Would you get it back for me? Thanks. I should make sure Sfari's okay.
I'm bored. Let's play a game. Can't catch me. I'm not playing with you, Kai. You're playing me.
Please, take pity on an old madman. Who among you can... My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos. Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Without his guidance, our homeland is falling apart. North wages war against South. The holy flame flickers and dies. We need his return. Oh, but I'm sure he'll repay you when he comes to his senses. His favor is a powerful, powerful thing, and so very worth any inconveniences. He is a great man, but one rarely praised. He rules twin empires that span the length and breadth of our minds. All know him, but few can name him. But he has forbidden me from saying his name. He says it distracts him, and woe to those who draw his ire. but you will know him when you see him. He's the one who made me like this. He stays in the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. The doors are locked, and only Falk Firebeard can grant entry. But I hear the maids, Una and Erdi, know how to enter it for cleaning. Surely they could help for such an important matter. All right, then.
I'm not looking for conversation. Thanks so much. I'll return to Temple. Here's something for your time and effort. I should make sure Sfari's okay.
Hail, companion.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up. Oh, I'd get in trouble for that. It's not allowed. Besides, it's scary in there. Well, I suppose in that case it's okay to let you in. But only briefly. Be careful and come right back. Don't mess anything up while you're here.
The news is the same as it's been for the rest of the war, Your Grace. Our borders are secure, but...
Someday, I'll be a gallant heroine. You make it look so
reason why we need
appealing.
them. As long as those dogs stay outside of our borders, we're fine.
Marty, Pelly, my dear.
Oh, I couldn't. Goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers.
How rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two. Pelagius the Third. Now, surely even you know about Pelagius's decree. On his deathbed, and this was inspired, he forbade death! That's right! Death! Outlawed! Inside the mind of Pelagius, silly. Oh, is it your first time? Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons! Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorites. Well, Spit it out, mortal! I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke. But seriously, what's the message? Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim, the Toymaker's son, huh? What? The ghost of King Lysandas? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall! Ha ha! I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter! Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here. Jolly good guess. But only half right. I'm a mad god. The mad god, actually. It's a family title. Gets passed down from me to myself every few thousand years. Now you can call me Anne-Marie. But only if you're partial to being flayed alive and having an angry immortal skip rope with your entrails. If not, then call me Sheagorath, Daedric, Prince of Madness. Charmed. Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right, I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Good luck with that. Ha! I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Makes things infinitely more interesting. Dare to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabbajack! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind. Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius's mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered by anyone. The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your Wabbajack to defeat the enemy, while they do the same. Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out. With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out. Certainly. And we're that much closer to home. I see you've been minding your own business. So, how's the mind business? Oh, lovely! Now, all my dear Pelagius has to worry about are the several hundred legitimate threats. But you're not out of the woods yet. Get it? Ha! Out of the woods! Ha!
You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Yes? Hmm?
Well, now that's something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time.
Got something to say?
I hope you're having a good time. Actually, I hope I'm having a good time. I could care less about you. So now, my dear Pelagius can hate himself for being legitimately afraid of things that actually threaten his existence. But only during the day. Honestly, I can't keep up. But by all means, don't stop now!
Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out on the weakest part of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius's anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance.
Here we go! As good as dead. What was that? Hey, watch what you're doing!
Wonderfully done.
Over
Pelagius
here.
is finally ready to
Here we
love
go.
himself.
Here we
And
go!
continue hating everyone else.
Huh? Got something to say?
I have a saying. I'm not going to feel what you have to like. Or something like that. Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash or an arrow in the face. But no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. They've been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim III, once the mad Emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Now, where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, a little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... I'll just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ha! Ta-ta!
I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. For one, all the miners... Nepos the Nose handles that part. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. I have records I need to tend to.
I work for the Silverbloods, help clean.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart. Oh. What is it?
You sure use a warm bed right about now?
By sure, you're hauling around a lot of junk. Best stop in at the Arnleif and Sons Trading Company. Sell it off.
Good to see you again, friend.
Look, if I was a little harsh before, I just wanted you to know it's because you were new. Know what I mean? Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business. Look, you want to know about me? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teens, living on a pig farm in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our livestock. Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family who didn't even brandish a weapon against them? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like... It's fine. I had to tell someone, I suppose. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart. Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night I grabbed a knife, waited until they fell asleep, and cut their throats. I never returned to that pig farm, you know. There's nothing for me there. So that's my sad story. What do you think? Maybe one day. Just not today. Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
Something I can help with, or do you just want to talk?
Something troubling you? I'll listen. Torsten was gratified the death of his daughter was avenged, and the heirloom was returned. At this very moment, he's laying the groundwork for the guild to re-establish itself in Windhelm. Burning that banner was a nice touch too. Should send a clear message to the Somerset Shadows that we're a force to be reckoned with. I think you'll find that the guild is beginning to grow. We've had a merchant move into the space right outside the flagon. It's nice to shake off the cobwebs and get things rolling again. Keep this up, and I can see a bounty headed our way. This kind of work suits you, and it's going to end up making you rich. I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs, the ones with the more. If breaking's are more your thing, go talk to Vex. Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their transactions recorded within business ledgers. Your job will be to change the numbers in those books so the shortfalls from our other jobs look legit. Feel like doing a bit of writing? Good. Here's your assignment.
Well, you done or what? I suppose you want your share now. Here you go. I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs. One of the quickest ways to make some coin in Skyrim is to clear out some of the wealthier homes of their valuables. If you're interested, I could point out a good place that could use a little house cleaning. What do you say? Good. Here's what you need to do.
If you're in the market for the finest bows money can buy, you're talking to the right person. Take a look. Until next time.
Hey there. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones
Protect yourself
over
right.
here.
Buy armor from Grelka.
What's this nonsense I've been hearing? How dare you call
Greetings,
bullying
honored
good
friend.
Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
I wouldn't have to say anything. Besides, what in oblivion do you care?
What's that supposed to mean?
Okay, cool.
Oh, come
See
off
for
it,
yourself.
Nick. We both know you married that fisherman for his gold. You don't need to put on an act for my benefit.
What's up, Ancient? How you doing? I don't usually keep my mic on
Safe
because
travels,
I have
Landstrider.
kids from age 6 to
I wanted to talk about
21,
that sheet of leather armor
and
you showed me.
I have
The
4 of them,
fasteners are
and
already
it gets
coming
pretty
loose.
loud in my house sometimes.
Fine,
So
fine.
sometimes you
Customers
can't hear the
fine.
game over my kids.
Why should I pay for a repair on something I just bought?
All right. Just bring it to me tomorrow and I'll fix it.
Oh, that's cool, Ancient. Did you just get off work?
All meats guaranteed. Clean
What do you need?
from rock joint.
I'm sure you can hear my kids in the
Welcome to
background
the
right now.
Pond
They're having
Prawn.
dinner.
Come on in, take a look around.
My husband Bearsey will be the
Welcome
death
to
of
the
me.
pond.
Oh, he
Oh,
spends
a
too
bit
much
of
time
this
worrying
and a
about
bit of
Riften,
that.
not enough about himself.
They used to be pretty feared around here. I mean, you'd whisper the name, and it'd send chills down your spine. Now, they're nothing more than ruffians and thugs, trying to pry a few extra coin from honest people. All it would take is a small force of guard to go into the Ratway.
Ancient,
and
when you
flush
jump
them
on,
out.
I'll jump in your stream. Give you alerts.
It's our name for the old sewers that run under the city. It used to be a huge system hundreds of years ago, but it fell into decay, just like the rest of Riften. The guild stocks the place full of thugs that aren't good enough to join, so watch yourself if you venture down there. All right then.
Oh,
Oh.
Ah, Nivenor. What can I sell you
All
on
meats
this farm?
guaranteed, clean and free from rock joints.
Do you have anything with garnets?
We're one of the same kind, you and I.
Quite
Glad
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Ever since that Imperial Craven ran me through from behind, I've had trouble breathing. I don't have any trouble drinking, though.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Hello, I'm Gisley, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
What delight. Another charming customer. Take a look. Finally.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Apples, tomatoes, leeks, and cabbages. Fresh and ripe.
Fresh
I've
fish.
got weapons
Straight
forgiven,
from the fjords.
armor forgotten.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit. Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raiment. We could fix you right up. You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raimond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit. Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raiment. Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire.
Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History, and scribe work when I can find some quiet time. At last,
I have searched for this drum for 20 years. The college treasury is a bit thin right now, but I can show you some tricks I learned from my days with the army. You've already learned all I can teach you. I suppose I should return to my papers.
When I was a young rascal, I broke a man's arm with a single punch. Of course, I had a horseshoe hidden in my glove. Been up to the Blue Palace? It's a sight to see, even if it is filled with fops. You're that one from the college. Heard about you. We lost another 5 guardsmen.
Thane Bryling, what do you have
If
to
General
report about
Tullius
the state of
continues to
Hafingar's
conscript our
defenses?
men, and send them off to battle,
The news
we'll
is
have
the
none
same
left to
as it's
protect
been
the
for the
city.
rest of the war, Your Grace. Our borders are secure, but at the cost of the guards of our towns and roads.
I don't see any reason why we'd need them. As long as those
If
dogs
you have
stay
business,
outside
please
of our
see Falk
borders, we're
Firebeard,
fine.
my steward.
The Stormcloaks are far from the only threat to the hold. The roads are
It's
beset
quite
by
fetching,
bandits and
actually.
beasts,
The
and now
craftsmanship
there's
is
even talk
excellent.
of bloody dragons.
My dear Bryling.
Oh, really?
barring any
Well, you can tell them that I will be
fancy
putting in a
and folly, the
request
good
for a
people
few
of
dresses
Haffinger
quite
are
soon.
surely capable of dealing with the odd highwayman or stray
Oh, I
dog.
thought that matter was handled.
Trouble on the roads
I
of
think
cities
Falk is
means
taking care
less
of that.
commerce. Less commerce means less money and more starving people. And
Be
that
well.
means more
Pray for
crime.
solitude and my husband.
That's only a problem for people who can't afford to hire their own
Do you have
security.
business with the court?
That may well be our only answer. I will empower my steward to seek out
You mean the
capable
Dragon Bridge
individuals to
issue?
secure Hafingar.
I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Thane Bryling, what do you have to report about the state of Hafingar's defenses?
The news is the same as it's been for the rest of the war, Your Grace. Our borders are secure, but at the
Of course
cost
he
of the
does.
guards of our towns
What sort
and
of a
roads.
question is that?
I don't see any reason why
Maybe
we
you've
need
been
them.
listening to
As long as
Erica.
those dogs
There's
stay
been loose
outside of our
talk among
borders,
some
we're
of the
fine.
Thanes,
The
and I
Stormcloaks
suspect
are
he's
far
the
from
cause
only
of it.
threat to the hold.
You'll
The
pay
roads
those
are
rumors
beset
no
by
heed
bandits and
if you
beasts,
wish to
and now
retain
there's
your
even
welcome
talk
in
of
this
bloody
city.
dragons.
She may be young,
My dear
but
Bryling,
Elisif is the
barring
Jarl
any
by right.
fancy
And
and
here in
folly, the
Skyrim,
good
if
people
nothing
of
else,
Haffinger are surely
we
capable
respect
of
the
dealing with
traditions
the odd
of our
highwayman or
fathers'
stray
fathers.
dog.
Trouble on the
You
roads of
do
cities
well
means
to
less
remember
commerce.
that.
Less commerce means less money and more
That
starving
remains to be
people.
seen.
And that means
By
more
rights,
crime.
she has a legitimate claim as High Queen
That's
of
only a
Skyrim.
problem for people who
But
can't
we
afford
must
to
have
hire
the
their own
support of the other Jarls for
That may
that
well
claim
be
to
our
have
only
any
answer.
meaning.
I will empower
Should
my
they
steward to
accept
seek
her
out
rule,
capable individuals to
we
secure
will have
Hafingar.
peace.
Thank you, my Thanes.
Feel free to return to me with questions. The
Folk
Blue
Firebeard.
Palace is an open forum.
Steward, when is my appointment to meet with General Tullius?
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
If you ever want to replace those old rags, stop by Radiant Raiment. That's wonderful. You've done us a great service. As promised, the outfit is yours, and here's something for your trouble. Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire. What do you... Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
What was that?
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema.
We summon Potema.
Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Potema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you.
We summon Potema.
Yes! Yes! Return me to this realm! As our voices summon you, the blood of the innocent binds you, Wolf Queen. Summoned with words bound by blood. What? What are you doing, you fools? You cannot bind me to your wills. Summoned with words bound by blood. You ants don't have the power to bind me!
What?
Somebody help! What was that? There's someone there.
Something is wrong. There is an intruder. You'll make a fine rough cat. We are routed. Fall back. Ah! Ah. Stop the intruder.
You
Skyrim
guys no
belongs.
place here.
You're as good as dead. Skyrim belongs to the Lord.
No one can save you now.
What the heck?
This is what I trained for.
I'll paint the snow with you. No more. I yield. I yield.
I'm gonna go have some dinner. I'll be back on in a little bit. Thanks for joining me.